For 5 months now, Israel's right-wing government is in place and has a national security minister, a title created specifically for one person, Itamar Ben Gvir. But the feeling of personal security is something many, especially Arab Israelis, feel is missing. Compared to April 2022, the number of homicides has doubled overall. 34 cases were counted by April last year, compared to 78 this year. It is the highest number in decades. Last week, on Independence Day alone, 4 people were murdered countrywide. The vast majority of these incidents occurred in the Arab society in Israel. 60 of the victims this year were Arabs. That, although National Security Minister Itamar Ben Gvir ran in the elections on a promise of restoring security.
Why
do we need a strong National Guard? One that will be in Taibe, in Lod, in Acre. It will be in the Negev and in the Galilee. And it will cater for the residents who are here, to the residents who live here. It will aid those who suffer from protection racket. It will be an aid to the reality that spills over from the Arab sector into the Jewish sector and is simply intended to harm the personal security of all of us.
The idea of a National Guard has already been announced by former Prime Minister Naftali Bennett last year, but has yet to materialize. Ben Gvir sees this organization as a key for fighting crime and violence, but many of his opponents fear it could have the opposite effect, challenge the police and become a sectarian body and lower the trust in state security institutions. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, on the other hand, approved its establishment, approving a staggering 1 billion shekels budget for the cause.
In addition, we will establish the National Guard. This is a revolution, along with bringing a budget of billions of shekels to add thousands of police officers. All this to restore the personal security of all Israeli citizens, including in Arab society.
Whether a National Guard will help to curb the violence remains to be seen. In the meantime, only a fraction of the murder cases in the Arab society get resolved, contributing to the feeling of disadvantage. By the beginning of April, more than 80% of murders in the Jewish community had been cleared up, while only a few in the Arab community had been solved.